I have to stand up now because my BUM is getting really cold. Ooh. Ah. Meow, this is Huples cat. I'm at Camp Alpha on my property. I'm going to show you what I take out as my minimum EDC in the winter. So the three main critical things I carry with me is, number one, most important, Kitty knows the direction of my travel and how long I'll be out and where I've gone. Very important if I don't come back. Number two, I know the weather forecast. I know what the forecast is like for the next 24 hours. It can change. This is really important. The other day it was like -5 centigrade. The next day it was -34 centigrade, and it never really got above -27 centigrade for the next 30 hours. In the conditions of SHTF, I wouldn't have known that was coming, and it would have been a very nasty surprise if I was out and about in the forest and staying overnight. Could kill you. So that's something I have to think about. What about the weather in SHTF? How am I going to forecast that accurately to prevent myself freezing to death or running out of fluid and dying in the heat? Third thing is I know this area. I know this area really well now. It's took me a couple of years to figure this out, but I know approximately where I am. So I know how to get back. I know this is Camp Alpha, the first camp I made. I'm going to head over there. I'm going to go past Camp Bravo, the second camp I made, the last one I'd filmed. Alright, time to get up, condense in the camera lens and make a cup of coffee. And then I'm going to go back home. It's going to probably take me about 20 to 30 minutes because I'm on snowshoes because we've got about a foot of snow down. Anyway, it's an absolutely glorious day. What would you guys bring with you? Now I know everybody's going to say, where's your bivvy bag? Well, I'll tell you right now. If I try and sleep out here at night and sleep in a bivvy bag, I'm going to die. I have to keep going. There's no way I can just stop and shelter in place here without a lot of specialized equipment, which is a huge, massive amount of stuff to carry with me, so I'm not carrying it. I'm not going to make that mistake. One of the things I usually do carry, which I do think's a miss, is a flashlight. Or a torch, as we English used to say. I like a flashlight. I think it has very useful applications. But again, this is mid-afternoon. I know the area very, very well, and I'm not really particularly planning to stay out here overnight. Do know the area very, very well. If I was on another type of hike somewhere else or doing a different area of the property, I probably would carry a flashlight, and I'd carry probably a bit more gear in this pack. I have pre-made kits in bags which I can drop into the pack to supplement the stuff I'm taking. This is just my minimum EDC, and I thought I'd share it. First off, I'm going to clear some space. Alright, we're empty my pockets. Woolly hat, woolly gloves, and then a pair of gloves when it's really cold. Poo bag. Bags are always useful. A couple of N95s, some more poop bags, and a working bic, just in case. It is a bit cold, so you have to give it a bit of a warm up. There we go. I always carry one of these in my pockets. Yes, it's Bear Grylls, and I usually have a fire steel, but I lost it. Of course, that's not all I have in my coat. I have a compass from a pocket box, just as a backup compass. It helps me navigate. It's not very accurate. I wouldn't use this for serious map navigation, but it works just fine to help me figure out where if I've turned around or not. Some marking tape in case I really am getting lost, and a piece of cardboard. This is the inner ring of marking tape. Why am I still carrying this? Use the knife, make this into tinder. I have to stand up now because my BUM is getting really cold. Ooh. Ah. I have my wallet. As I established, Canadian banknotes will not burn and are absolutely useless to you in a survival situation. But one of the amusing things I have in this, I do have a couple of those survival credit card things. Just two of them. Just in case I want to fish. I don't know how useful those things are. I really think they're just a bit of fun, to be honest with you. But Huples, what's in the bag? So in here is 3 litres of room temperature water. It came at 22 centigrade apparently because my house is hot. I'd let it back in so it doesn't freeze. Terrible to get out if it freezes. So I have 3 litres of water with me, and I'll be drinking a fair amount of it today because you actually burn more water than you think you are when it's cold. I have an emergency flashlight. Pull out the plastic, it should work. I don't know if it will, but it's there in case. I have this little plastic Ziploc thing for sauces, and inside there's a micro towel, and inside the micro towel is a Luminex battery. In case my battery goes flat. It's cold. So I have a container for water, and I also have a micro towel for water, just in case my 3 litres in the pack isn't enough. I always carry this these days. These are wet wipes. I find these are really essential if you have to have a poop in the wilds, and I always have them on me, and I do use them. It's a skill. You should be able to do it. I carry this little bag. Now, I have modular bags that I add stuff to depending on the severity and danger of the activity. This is the minimum I carry around these days. I used to carry a huge black backpack just stuffed with stuff when I lived in the Greater Toronto area because, hello, it's at risk living down there. I mean, who knows what's going to happen. But up here, much less risk. Up here, huge car kit, right? It's outside the house, there's a huge car kit. And anywhere we go, we drive, there's a huge car kit. If we go hiking, then I use the backpack. So what's my minimum? Aqua tabs, 4 hours in a container without sunlight, and they will actually work well and get me water. I also have the micro towel with me, also to pre-filter it. Useless matches I'm trying to get rid of, so I'm carrying them in the hope that I use them up. A Bic. I'm a nurse, so I tend to take first aid quite cavalierly. A few really useless plastic bandages I'm hoping to use up. They are quite big. I want to get rid of these. I don't like plastic bandages. I like fabric ones, they last far longer. I got these from a kit and I'm going to use them up. Just one emergency sachet of coffee to chew on. You don't have to add water, you can just chew on it directly. Hand sanitizer to keep myself clean after I pooped in the forest, but also to start fires with. Excellent thing to carry, always carry a full one. Really, really worth the weight in gold, these things, in a survival situation. Got this recently, I'm pretty sure it's illegal in Canada, I could be wrong, most things are illegal here. Anyway, this is a very short duration pepper spray for dogs. It wouldn't work that well with a bear, it shouldn't be used for a bear. I'm anticipating seeing a bear in February, but it's nice to have this in case a wild dog attacks me or a coyote attacks me, which is highly unlikely, but more likely is a dog coming out of somebody's property in an aggressive way and won't back off and tries to bite me. Last but not least is this. I did a video on this. This is a kit that I found after at least 5 or 6 years lying in a barn in all sorts of weathers. Help me, I've fallen and I can't get up. It's loud. This looks like an SOL brand kit. However, it says it's from Adventure Medical Kits. And I was actually really impressed with it. I have taken all of this stuff out and have used it. And I'm now carrying it with me because I actually really like this kit. That's it for me, Huples Cat, somewhere in South Central Ontario at the first camp I ever did on this property. And I'm going to head back and I'm going to go home and I'm going to have a nice cup of coffee and hang out with Wolfie the rest of the afternoon. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching, it's appreciated. Toodles. This has been a 2023 Marmalade Enjoys the Fire production. Toodles. Thanks for watching. Toodles. Thanks for watching. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Toodles.